Okay. Apologies. Apologies for the delay. Take a week off and back, and for some reason both of my squirty guns are no longer working. A key ingredient to the goo is not working goo currently. Right, that's a good enough angle for fucking. Hello? Can you hear me now? 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 Hear me now? Yeah. Is this thing you on? Hi. Excellent. Right. Excuse me whilst I transform into a Japanese demigod. Okay. I hear two of you. Never mind. Okay. Charge your chi. Ugh. Right. I have donned my kimono and headbandu and glorious topnodu, and I'm ready for Action. Right. First things first, orientation. Right. I have a day off from work. Apparently Boston is getting ass-blasted by snow cyclone. That means no busu to Boston. Excellent. How was your week off been from the goo? Mine was good. Right. Okay. Everything must be in its correct place for the goo to flow. You know this. We all know this. The goo cannot flow unless many things are in their place. Right. Ugh. Okay. Orientation. Very important. As you can see, I have erected to finish whatever that giant Aryan vagina hive mind thing was. And I have taken the pictures, and it will be uploaded to my social media in due time. After a week off, we begin a new goo. I can still hear the terrified screams of the villagers. I want to see an animated short of like what happens when the goo doesn't flow. And it's just like absolute bedlam in a Japanese feudal Japan village, like people killing themselves, like disemboweling each, like absolute bedlam, like, you know, shit getting burned down, babies being thrown in fires, like like fucking full on like apocalypse, like. And then I come back and I'm like, right, let's get the goo flowing. And it's like people are just traumatized. Like what happened here? Like, I leave for a week and you eat your own children and smear shit on the walls? What is this? Like, I've thought about that before. If like, if Jesus does come back, or if anything returns from being gone for a long period of time, and then returns and is like, what the fuck happened? Like, I was gone for 5 minutes. You people have melted your own faces. Get that posturally correcto, indeed. The smell of blood, smoke, and monkey feces. Way too much sake. Right, okay. We have... I cannot handle going without the goo. Indeed. There's something addictive about painting goo. Right, let me see. I revel. Do that I revel. I revel in the goo. Okay. Oh, like, I'm always trying to just see if I can get the top and the bottom in. And it all look okay. Doesn't need to look perfect. Just needs to look good enough. I think that's all right. Yeah, you'll be able to see most of it there. You can see Tobias. You can see when I lean back, you can see the chicken. Right. I must descend into proper painting goo posture. Reviewing my fluffy top knot. Or must I? Must I? It's gone from fluffy to froppy. Is it that time of year again? I must trim my top knot. I don't want to cut my hair. I want a lion's mane. Okay. Yeah, both of these fucking things stopped working. Like, I don't know when they stopped working. But I went to reload this one. I went to reload both of them, really. And the fucking thing won't spray now. I don't know whether it's like an air bubble or some shit or what's going on. That's so annoying. That's so fucking annoying. Oh, we're onto something. We're onto something. Hold on a sec now. I think we're onto something. Yes? Is that the fine mist I require? Ah, close enough. It's quite mist-like. Okay. Right, we fixed it. We fixed it. Excellent. Okay. We have new tunes. We have new goo. I'll just give that a fucking... Give that a brushing. You don't want it to bead and then like start dripping. Unless you do. There are certain circumstances in which you would like that to be happening. But not right now. Not right now. Okay. I'm such a messy painter. I love it. Right. Okay. Right. Orientation, good. Writing, good. Hilarious appearance, good. I do believe you are ready to throw. That's some good brown sake. Okay. Let me see. What am I getting? Let's get some tunes going. Get my chi throwing. We have new tunes. Master's Cabinet. Microphone version 2. Excellent. Forward them to saved message. Saved message. Where is Printer Bureau? Printer Bureau. By the Stabaru Painting Goo Piano Edit. Right. I do believe. Right, let me know if I'm wrong. Hold on, I'll go into the Painting Goo chat real quick. I'm not sure. Okay, so the brown sake is there. Okay. Excellent. Brown sake. Oh! Okay. If we're going to play some microphone tunes, then microphone needs to be present. Micah, my black Jewish brother. Your presence has been requested by the Japanite. Oh man. It's like that fucking it's like that Instagram profile that Owen's been watching, the fucking I can't even media or whatever. Like I can't even with like how Michael is so derpy. Micah, your derpiness is boundless. Stabaru Painting Goo is a Milo intro. I'll try and remember that for tomorrow. Check your DMs. I think I got everything. I got the microphone one, I got the Master's Cabinet one. The audio file one is the chilled one. I played that like the last stream, didn't I? So will I do Master's Cabinet first or the Microphone song? Because I think Master's Cabinet is like the first one that was put up after the last Painting You stream. No, Microphone was. I can't, like, why is Ronda Rousey coming back? And why is she fighting Gina Carano? Like, is it Gina Carano or Gina Carano? I don't know. I never saw that action flick she was in. What did I call it? Begins with H or something, wasn't it? I can't fucking remember. Like, I think it's so funny that play the Michael one first. Okay, right, here we go. Plop. Funky. Miraki funky. Okay. I was getting black.
Plucked from the jungle of next day prime. 2-day shipping, existential crime. Fragile sticker, zero care. Now he's royalty in a folding chair. Googly eyes on the painting, goo. Afro proud like yes I knew. Big red lips, permanently pouty. Audio crisp, never shouty. He didn't ask for fame or glory. Now he's central to the story. When it's time the arms go. Cocoa butter once a week. Dressed in a fro.
I have to make tiny arms for Micah now. I will if I have to, like, you know. Emmanuel Sommer. V Gates. The track goes wild, he records it all, composed in style from rainforest, myth to USB. Now he's my royalty, VIP, faithful servant of Defender Rue. Squeak that elbow, smooth that fro, butter him down before the show. Pop filter king with a crimson grin, let the live stream circus begin. Dressed in a fro, listens to flow. Everyone knows. Speaker F&E. Star of the stream, glossy and bold. Red lip legend with a heart of gold. Speaker F&E. I liked her as Angel Dust in Deadpool. Yeah, fucking. All I remember is like, oh, she's gonna do the superhero drop. Yeah, I mean the bitch is hot. You know, like she's a very attractive female. She's thick, fighty, beautiful. Like I haven't seen enough of her to really like judge her acting skills. But I just the Expendables like made that a big thing, where like Stallone was just like, let's make action movies again, and like, you know, not really worry about the acting skills, like, and then you have all these fighters Fucking Connor doing Roadhouse and all, like, you know, it's like. I was a Stabaroo painting goo. Right, okay, so. What did I play? I played Micah Rafoni version 1. Here's version 2. Yeah, snoo snoo. Yeah, she has that snoo snoo energy, yeah. It's kind of a. It's like a. It's like a inadvertent admission that your like career is not going the way you wanted it to go when like you're a fighter and you end up going into movies and stuff and all, like it's like it's kind of it's present in like all forms. Cocoa butter once a week. Like everything's gone to shit, you know? Everybody's doing something that like, well, not everybody obviously. Everybody's, not everybody. A lot of people today are not what they should be. And then you'd be like, well, says who? By whose standard? I don't know. God? Levels check. It's my opinion. Rainforest Smith to USB, now he's Mike Royalty, VIP, faithful servant of Defenderoo, capturing drips and hiding. Squeak that elbow, smooth that fro, butter him down before the show. Pop filter king with the crimson grin, let the live stream circus begin. Dressed in a flow, listens to flow, everyone knows. Like when you live in a time where actors become presidents and like bodybuilders become governors, you know, like that says a lot about a society. It's all fake and gay. I like the funky. Some good funky shit. Right, Masters Cabinet version 1. She just got a massive settlement from Disney as well. Don't know why she's doing it. It's on Jake Shields promo, so it's probably fake anyway. Interesting. Well, like, it's gonna be a grappling match, really. You know, I mean, Ronda can't strike, you know, for her dinner. But, like, neither can Gina, really. Like, you know what I mean? There's only a few female fighters who, like, can really strike, you know, effectively. Like, there's not a lot of them, like, you know? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. If she got a huge settlement, maybe she just wants to smash Ronda's face in. I could see that. You know? I can imagine being Gina and being like, do you know what? I'd love a chance to just smash her face in, like.
it's just the whole fighting scene is in a sad state of affairs, just like everything else, like, you know. Video games, movies, music. It's all fucked, like. Nothing is what it should be. We find ourselves in an interesting, like, fascinating time to be alive. Like, loads of mad shit is happening, like, every week.
Check the face, check the face. Check the polarity. It's all about the clarity. Now it's on to the test, get the DSP live, adjusting the game so the dynamics can thrive. Preamp checks. Is the floor noise low? Watch the needle on a meter, let the energy grow. Is it too bright? Is the sound stage full? Feel the push of the cone, feel the magnetic pull. Do we get the SPL? Does it rattle the floor? Surgical precision that we're looking for. It's the art of the build. Science of a custom-made temple right here in the home. Yeah, from the schematic to the stage. Inert, solid, pure. President's in control. President's in control. Yeah. Take control. Plucked from the jungle of next day prime. 2-day shipping. Existential crime. Fragile sticker, zero care. Now he's royalty in a folding chair. Googly eyes and a painting goo. Afro proud, like yes I knew. Big red lips, permanently pouty. Audio crisp, never shouty.
I'm really digging them, like, fucking funky, like, microphone tunes. There's a hair in my goo.
Levels check. He straightens up his little neck. Close goes splat, the track goes wild. He likes it all composed in style. From Rainforest Smith to USB, now he's Mike Royalty, VIP. Faithful servant of Defenderoo. Capturing drips in high def. Squeak that elbow, smooth that fro. Butter him down before the show. Pop filter king with the crimson grin. Let the live stream circus begin. Dressed in a fro, listens to flow, everyone knows. Star of the stream, glossy and bold, red-lipped legend with the heart of gold.
liking the funk. The funk is good. The funk is good. That's it. Right, we'll check out brown sake.
Brown sake.
Wake up, soul that went to tree. Nothing in this world move fast as me. I still stuck in yesterday. Spirit laid, body on the way. Kettle cry, but I don't rise. Heavy clouds behind my eyes, then small brown cup drift my way. I take one slow sip of brown sake. It's like a brown sake. So lift up by decay. Flowing somewhere far away. It's like a cup of brown sake. A dragon coil around my spine. The ancient pose now be with mine. Every step just slide and sway like silent foot through rice, patty clay. Gold
Are you painting Big Bird? I have no idea. Maybe. It kind of does look like there's a Big Bird aura about it.
It's like a brown sake. So lift up by decay. Flowing somewhere far away. It's like a cup of brown sake. The cup drips thick, not clear like wine, not clean, not right. I test the drop with sacred flame, black tar whisper its hidden name. Ancient wise inside the taste. I say where it come from. A gift from an Englishman. From an Englishman. From an Englishman.
I have no idea.
It's like a brown sake.
I'm not seeing anything yet. I'm just feeling colors.
It's like a cup of brown sake.
Beijing Goo Goo. All I'm getting so far is like carving the yellow with the black. The joke goes too quick, but in short, it's black tar, heroin, and sake, a gift to the Asians from the English. That's why I was like, when I heard the lyrics, I was like, a gift from an Englishman, brown sake. Are they on about tea? Like, do they think tea is brown sake? Oh fuck. Okay. Oh, this is hilarious. Song's fucking hilarious.
Sunrise spilling gold across the sky. That's sex. Thunder ripping through the clouds. That's sex. Laughter echoing in a crowded room. That's sex. Tears falling on a quiet street. That's sex. A storm breaking over the mountains. That's sex. The hush after lightning strikes. That's sex. An island meeting the ocean. That's sex. Wind pulling seeds across the earth. That's sex.
Kind of saw something there for a second.
We are the tide and the moon. The inhale and the exhale. Pull apart, drawing together. A dance of shadow and light. The giving and the taking. The force that bends and breaks. And still returns to itself. Ever balancing, ever alive. That's sex. Still rising, slow, warm and alive. That's sex. A seed pushing up while roots dig deep. That's sex. Fire licking the edges of a wooden floor. That's sex. Water softening stone over centuries. That's sex. Heart beating rhythm with the music. That's sex. The sky leaning down on the land. That's sex. The push and pull of lovers in the night. That's sex. The ache of missing someone gone. That's sex. We are the rise and the fall. The shadow that meets the sun. Tension stretching, folding, bending. Opposites colliding and blending. A river splitting, then returning. A breath held, then released. A force both gentle and wild. That's sex.
Some kind of diminutive creature. Not sure yet.
Yeah.
Right, we'll go with a prairist. Enough individual tunage. Let's stick this one on. The account has been hidden by the user. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. Never mind. Battle Clam, Boon, Blitzkrieg. Oh yeah, here we go. Start with this. This is not Big Bird. It is Bogboard, his obscure distant relative. Doesn't look like anything right now.
Another battle, another war. Not a speck on his armor today. Precise where his blows, no energy lost. Gleaming still, armor divine. Wings on his helm, gleaming in moonlight. Defenders, creation, the silver knight. Niggle the night, armor shines bright. Ready for battle like dawn's first light. Wielding his sword with courage of heart. Enemies beware, your spirit he'll
I can see something. No idea what it is yet. Some kind of pot-bellied, angry, yellow crocodile demon thing. I'm getting something miredly cuddery.
dusk falls, he sheathes his sword. Another battle, another war. Not a speck on his armor today. Precise were his blows, no energy lost. Gleaming steel, armor divine. Wings on his helm, gleaming moonlight. Defenders, creation, the silver light.
Niggle the night.
Armor shines bright, ready for battle at dawn's first light. Wielding his sword with courage of heart. Enemies beware, your spirit will
I'm getting like a cross between Pikachu and Charmander. We'll see what happens.
As dawn approaches, light encroaches, his focus steady. Death by sword or dishonor. Plenty, cauldrons gleaming, bracers spiking. Niggle the night, armor shines bright, ready for battle at dawn's first light. Wielding his sword,
Something is definitely forming.
enemies beware, your spirit will snare.
Something is definitely forming.
As dusk falls, my sword or dishonor. Plenty, cauldrons gleaming, razors spiking.
God bless Nigger the Knight. May he nigger for eternity. Painting good. So then I just AI wrote some other boomer idioms, kind of aggravating and motivating at the same time. Hold on a minute, you kind of aggravating and motivating at the same time. I need to hear this. Boomer idioms. What the fuck? Get grit, bootstraps. Back in my day, uphill both ways. Hard day's work. Excellent. Fucking excellent.
Das war sehr gut, ja.
Hands split open, old scars, fresh cracks. Blood on the handle, still pulling my weight back. Teeth on steel, I swallow the taste. Good heart, I won't die today. Rise back at bootstraps, drag my soul through the mud. Keep my promises sharp, and I wash them in blood. I rise back at bootstraps, stand when it's priceless. I'm a good man with a war axe. I stay steady when the world flinches first. I drink down the ache, turn the shame into thirst. I don't beg heaven, it can answer or not. I hold my old line till the bones all rot. I rise back like bootstraps, drag my soul through the mud. I keep my promises sharp, and I wash them in blood. I rise back like bootstraps, stand when the spine snaps. I'm a good man.
We're getting there. Need to take a piss. When I get back, we shall announce today's phrase of the day. Oh. Miraiki. Boomer idioms. Very good. Okay. My beloved Japanita, it is time for today's phrase of the day. Excuse me, Micah. Right. With the help of my feathery friend, Tobias Beakus Cross, I shall announce today's phrase of the day. With the ding of my tiny donga, I will send cleansing vibrations through the interwebs and cleanse you filthy mortals of your dirty, filthy chi, and allow it to flow freely. Om. Today's phrase of the day. When you act like animal, do not be surprised when you are treated like one. Indeed, very pertinent considering recent events in Minneapolis. Act like animal, get treated like one. Fuck around and find out who. Just ask Archangel Fafu. Fafu? Archangel FAFO. Like some kind of military installation. Anyway, bonus Porak Joker. What's the best pickup line for Polish men to attract Ukrainians? Hop in the trunk and keep quiet. hop in the trunk and keep going. So these Ukrainian bitches be like, get me the fuck out of here. Man, Ukraine's fucked. Oh, God. Do you see I sent you that fucking Desmond Usama, brother Desmond Usama? I sent you the fucking first episode of Father Ted on YouTube. If you don't watch it, you're gay. Few Americans have not witnessed the glory of Father Ted. Something wrong with you. Okay. We were listening to Boomer Idioms. Hi, I shall watch you after stream. Excellent. Excellent.
Old boots, same road, holes in the soles, I still go. Cold wind, cracked hands, carried every load I could hold. They left, I learned how to drag my own way. No throne, just stone, I carved every rule from the edge. Uphill, both ways, you climb, you crawl, you stay. When it hurts like hell, you push, you pull, you uphill both ways. No light, just your veins. I blend my past into this path. You can do the same. I slept on floors, dreams like bricks on my chest. Long nights, short pay still. I showed up and gave what was left. You want it fast, listen close. I buried that lie. Step one, stand up. Keep standing through fire. Uphill both ways. You climb, you crawl, you stay. When it hurts like hell, you push, you pull, you just your face. I broke my leg, but yes, it's wrong. You can do the same. Don't wait for luck, it really comes. It never stays. Don't say you had it easy. I carried it like chains. Like steel, beaten into shape. Look back one time, then use that weight as your right. Uphill both ways. You climb, you crawl, you stay. When you taste your life, you spit, you I want so you can rise. I love my scars along this road. Follow every trace.
Connor 10 is on Plex, is it? It should be. As it should be. What am I, I think I'm on the second episode of season 5 of Samurai Jack now. And then I'll be watching Dragon Ball for the next 3 years. I'm gonna try and power through Dragon Ball. Like, let's see what happens. Who knew boomer metal would fucking slap? Right. What time are we at? 23 minutes past. Okay. Is there a one called Do As I Say, Not As I Do? I tried, but it was too damn repetitive. Got through 3 seasons, I think. Of what? Three seasons of what? Of Dragon Ball? Yeah, I want to watch. Like, the most important Dragon Ball episodes. That's why I said I'm gonna kind of like power through it. Where like there's so much of it, but like a lot of it probably is irrelevant. Whereas like there's episodes that are probably like very culturally relevant in certain ways, and then there's like a lot of gravy in some of the episodes. A lot of gravy in Dragon Ball in general. the fucking just the like the esoteric knowledge contained in many of the stories and mediums that we were brought up with, or people like me were brought up with anyway. If you're in your 30s, like if you're a 90s kid or a millennial or whatever, it's one of those things where like so much of the cartoons, so much of the TV shows, so much of the movies contain very relevant, not just like cultural information, but like ancient knowledge and stuff like. And then like then you have the stuff that's just really cool ideas. Like going back and watching all the Samurai Jack has been very enjoyable. And then there's other ones as well that I want to, movies as well. I've said it for months now. The past year I've kind of entered a state of like limbo where like certain things in my life are like progressing, whereas like other things just came to a complete standstill. I think that gave me a lot of stress because it was like, oh, I'm not progressing. Like, what am I doing? Like, you know, like sometimes you just need to like pay attention to what's happening instead of worrying about what's happening. I've done that a lot. I've like wondered what is happening and why, and then allowed that to like worry me instead of just paying attention to it and just riding the waves and see what happens. Like it's been a lot of that, like the last like year or so, with the paintings, the streams, just me in general. Like I'm like forcing things a hell of a lot less. You know, like not trying. I'm just doing. And it's kind of crazy how well that works a lot of the time. When like you do actually like you behave as if you have faith in things. You don't just like say you have faith in things or whatever, or you believe X and Y is going to happen and so on and so forth. Like you behave as if it's actually going to happen. And it's weird. I find it odd how things like kind of just, it's one of those things about like, you know, free will and fate and stuff. And it's like everything seems to just work out for the best. But I suppose that only seems like that if you have the right perspective on like what is working out. You know? Because like something could happen and then your perspective on it could be like, oh, that was shit. But is that just your perspective, or is that like actually the case? Or like, you know, it's funny when you get to a stage where like stop worrying about all these things, just accept them for what they are, and then just like try and enjoy life. And it's weird how the energetic polarity changes when you do that. Like people hate on you, people get jealous of you, people accuse you of things and stuff and all when you're just going with the flow and behaving as if everything is going to be okay. Which is funny. It's like, you know, like a one for one pretty much of what Jesus went through. Where all he's doing is like telling people, don't be afraid. You know? He's just giving people pep talks and fucking feeding people and shit, like, and they fucking murdered him for it. Like, now, that's the story, you know, that most people hear. I wouldn't be surprised if he was like another fucking cult leader or some shit. Like, I don't know, like, you know. There's this Muslim guy, a former Muslim. There's a former Muslim dude that I've started watching occasionally. Fucking chap can recite the Quran and the Bible off by fucking heart. At least that's what it appears anyway. Like, fucking shit that dude knows is ridiculous. Like, I've a desire to know biblical and mythological information, but without any of the bias, you know, without any of the like, but this is the way, you know. I think that was something I said before, like on the last stream, like a week ago or whatever. I was like, there is no the way. Not from what I can tell, anyway. Like there's so many different ways, and we all get to the same place. Like, you know. Everybody goes to the same place. Now, of course, you could argue, like, no, some people go to hell, some people go to heaven. Like, it's like, you don't know that. We could all just return to source. And that could be like the purpose of it, is that the meta consciousness just breaks itself up into individual consciousness, has an experience, and then relays it back to the meta consciousness at source. And it's like, so this is what happened as I was playing the bad guy. And it's like, oh, interesting. And then it comes back and it's like, well, this is what happened as I was playing the good guy. Like, how funny would it be, like, in the afterlife, there's no such thing as good and evil? I remember seeing that title of that video game, Beyond Good and Evil. I was like, what's beyond good and evil? Just existence. There's evil shit and there's good shit, and then, like, beyond that is just shit. It's just everything and nothing. Right, we've managed to carve ourselves a. Kind of looks like, what's that Pokemon with the skull on its head? It has a little bone, has a little femur, and it has like like another animal's like skull on its head, like he's wearing it like a helmet. I used to love that one. He was one of my favorite Pokemon. What are they called? The first 150 or something? Cubone! Yeah, Cubone. Yeah. I love that little guy. Mad Q. Some of the Pokemon were awesome. But yeah, I'm kind of getting a Cubone vibe off this one. He's got his little tail. Fucking. Kind of need to, like. His back is looking a bit off. Need to throw some stuff in here, give him some spikes and shit, like, or maybe make the tail a bit lower here or something. But we definitely got something. It's a bit high, you know. Might have done him a bit lower. But fuck it, whatever, like. It's the first stream back after a week, so like I haven't done any painting or drawing. Or is that necessarily true? No, yeah, the other day I did like a sketch painting. It's like a dark vista. I don't even know what you'd call it. There was like mountains and trees, but it was like at night and there was water, so there was like a reflection of trees and shit and all. And then I tried to do these like use the palette knife and took some of it off and made what looked like these huge like crystal towers in the background or something. It's kind of cool. I'm trying to like really keep that routine and vibe the last year or so. Is just like just fucking draw, just paint, just draw, just paint, like just even if there's no like rhyme or reason or purpose or goal or whatever, like it's just create. Just keep the wheels turning. Obviously there's times where you need to like, relax or take a breather. The last week was good. Just spent a lot of time chilling out with the missus. She kind of needed it. I think we both needed it. I'm so fucking worried and stressed about like, oh, I'm not making any money and like I'm not doing this and it's like fallen into that trap so many times the past few years. I keep realizing like I keep becoming aware of certain things and then I allow myself to get distracted and like forget and shit. Like it's annoying. I get frustrated with myself because I come to the same conclusions. I'm like, didn't I realize this 6 months ago? Why am I still dealing with this shit? Suppose you keep reliving the mistakes you haven't learned what you were supposed to learn from them yet. That's why you keep making them, is because you didn't learn the lesson. That's what's frustrating though, is when you're like, what am I supposed to be learning here? What the fuck's going on? Somebody help. Like I've been thinking about that Creative Places situation. Your speech has been flagged as potentially offensive to some fucking retard. You can't say those things. You could hurt someone's feelings. Oh, how desperately weak we have grown. I'm really starting to understand why Owen struggles so much with disgust. Because that's what I felt a lot the last while. It was an overwhelming sense of like, you wretched scum. Never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. Right now, Ireland is rife with that. Right now, Ireland's like civilization, Ireland's society is a failed shithole. The island is still beautiful, epic, full of magic and wonder. But its people are a combination of weak, ignorant, stupid, lazy, cowardly, all these things like. And I know we're all going through it, you know. At least I'm not in Canada. I mean, there is that. At least I'm not Canadian. Yeah, I've been thinking about where I've been putting my energy in places that, like, either one, it doesn't belong, or two, it's just a waste of it, you know. That's why I love this stream so much. Is like I don't feel like I'm wasting energy here with you guys. Even if it's just me talking bullshit, or if I do a painting that's like disappointing or something, like, you know, the only thing that matters really is a transference of positive energy. And sometimes not even a transference of positive energy. Sometimes a transference of relative negative energy is good. Like, you know, I feel your pain. You get me? I think it's one of those things that like people really need that right now. You know, people really need what the bear community provides, and what I kind of try and provide in a small way on this stream is like, if you think you are surrounded by absolute fucking demons, and most people these days are pathetic excuses for human beings with no sense of honor or what it is to even be human anymore, you are not alone. I am also depressed out of my mind quite often at the amount of fucking scum I'm surrounded by. I've gotten quite good at having absolutely no plan and doing something fairly decent. You know, we got nice textures here, we got nice shapes and angles and highlights and shit. Obviously, there's flaws in places. Those can be fixed. Get some hard lines, some shading, some texture, and throw it all together, and boom, you have yourself a yellow bony dragon. Yellow bone dragon. Yellow bone dragon. A Sherbet's dragon. Sherbet's lizard. Sherbet's fire-breathing salamander. I like lemon sherbets. Does that make me gay because I like tangy things? I don't think so. It's funny wordplay, though. Oh, I do like a good lemon. It's like, you fag. Those who don't learn from history are apparently doomed to repeat it. Yeah. It applies to, like, your own personal life, and then, like, society at large, humanity, groups. No worse place to be born in than Canada, at least in terms of geographical embarrassment. Geographical embarrassment. Oh, that's a hilarious term. A stumpy dragon for sure. Yeah, he's a cute little fuck. His head is the same size as his body. Kind of looks like an armored, like if you mixed Gun from Tekken with Electro from Spider-Man. I mean, I'm getting, like, you know, I can, with the bottom jaw, top jaw, carving out the eye and stuff, and I mean, it works. It's just it might be an Archangel Fafo situation where I've essentially like I'm it's nearly there. It's nearly fucking done. You know, like there's not a lot I could do with this. But that's just me saying that. Maybe I'm wrong. You know? More shading, more texture, more highlights, making more 3D looking. You know who else, Sherbert? Who likes sherbets? Canadians. Yeah, like even sweets aren't what they used to be. You know, you used to be able to go to a fucking a corner shop and get like a load of sweets, and it's all the same. It's all just fucking sugar. But you could go to a corner shop and get a load of sweets for like fuck all money, and now the junk food is actually the expensive stuff. It's like I can see where they're coming from if that's the goal. Is like, right, we'll make it. It's the same with everything, like cigarettes, smoking. You know, like we'll make it too expensive to smoke. You know, it's funny how like a lot of the time you can see hints of like, okay, right, I kind of see where they're coming from. They're trying to like manage dependent, degenerate, you know, infantilized asshole human beings. But look at the amount of times that they've essentially limited, punished, admonished, judged, criticized, relegated, and fucking, you know, rules for me and not for thee, fucking the rest of us because of like the minority of fuckheads, you know? Someone could get offended. Someone could hurt themselves. Think of the children, you know. It's all just an excuse to get away with like some seriously criminal shit, like. And even now, despite all that's happened in the public sphere the past like 25 years, even now there are people that are like, you know, fucking, what did that stupid Billie Eilish cunt say? No one's illegal on stolen land. Oh God, somebody do me a favor and steal her land, you know, figuratively and metaphor, like literally. Somebody colonize that bitch so I can laugh. That's a hilarious thing. Though. Somebody do me a favor and colonize that bitch. She's annoying me. Oh God. I really do. The style of painting that I really like is just carving. I really enjoy it. Just create a load of color and shapes and stuff, and then just like just slice bits of it off. Slowly but surely, you will have a tiny yellow dragon. Especially when you've done stuff like, you know, there's parts of this that aren't as yellow as I would like it to be. And it's kind of tricky to get it back. Obviously, I could go over with a thick layer of white and then paint that yellow, which would give more texture if that's what you want or whatever. But like, if you planned it out a little bit more and left the bright yellow sections as brightly yellow as possible, the shading would look better. But I, you know, even at this stage where it's kind of tacky and it's still drying stuff and just a good bit of paint on this, you can still like just wait a bit, slap the white on heavy, wait a bit more, and then slap the yellow on. Which is one of the things that I really enjoy about painting, is just like once you get over the whole like, am I doing it wrong? It doesn't look right. It's like whatever. Where's the plug? There's the plug to this bitch. Fuck. Oh, Jesus. Well, I've managed to put a stone back on in the space of like a week. Either my fucking scales is lying to me, or I must just like sweat a shit ton and like not realize it anymore. Because like I find that once I'm drinking enough water on the daily, like the weight just like piles back up on me. So I think that's my main issue. It's not actually like fat content. It's like just water weight, just dehydrated. Because I'll notice it, like even with my stomach and stuff like that. Like I'll whack 2 glasses of water into me, like just over 2 pints or whatever. I'll start burping and stuff and all. Like it's like obviously my gut biome is just far too acidic. Just like coffee, cigarettes, coffee, cigarettes, coffee, cigarettes, chocolate, biscuits, coffee, cigarettes. Oh, chicken and potatoes. Like, I do eat a lot of cheese though. So it was like a serious question of like, where the fuck is all that fat going? Like, delicious saturated fat. Maybe it's just powering my beautiful brain. I have no idea. Remember chocolate mice and toffee rats? Yeah, I do. Yeah. There's like I can see in my mind like many of the sweets that you don't get anymore. I used to love going into like a sweet shop, and like there were shops that kind of had like a mini sweet shop in them. Like I used to love going to those things at the cinema where there was just all these tubs of different kinds of candy, and you'd get a bag and a shovel, like, and like go up to all the different tubs, and they did it by weight. You like fill the bag full of goodies and then go in or whatever. Like, they don't have them anymore, do they? At least the last time I went, like the last time I went to a cinema was fucking yonks ago, and they were just selling like I remember the first time I realized how bad how expensive it had gotten in like the worst ways, where it's like a ticket it cost you maybe like in and around a fucking tenner or something. Like an adult ticket would cost you in and around like €10. And then a packet of Starburst and a drink would also cost you €10. like this, like people used to do it all the time. People used to go into the Boots. It was like a pharmacy store or chemist / shop. The brand was called Boots, and there was a Boots right beside what did it used to be called? It's called View now. VUE, View, which is just so fucking stupid. Like, used to be called like Stir. Was it Stir Century? I can't remember. Can't remember now what the one in Liffey Valley used to be called. But like, you used to go in, and you'd see loads of people doing it. You'd see loads of people go in and get food in Boots, and then go into the cinema because the food at the cinema was way too expensive. When they got rid of the option to put butter on your popcorn, I was like, everything's fucked. Like, these people are blaspheming. Like, just everything has gotten shit. Everything. Like, some things have gotten better, in a sense. You know, I've learned a lot about myself, about life. There's loads of things that like I'm glad that I know, I'm glad that I'm aware. But like awareness does come at a cost. Ignorance is bliss. But if bliss is what you seek, like, you know, like what is bliss? You know, like, you know, it's like the whole love thing or being happy or like whatever. It's like, I just want to be happy. What does that even mean? Like, you just want to be happy like all the time, like some kind of delirious fuckhead. Like, it's like, like, is that not like the Joker? You know, Joker's fucking happy all the time. Um, it's just maddening to me. It's depressing. I find what most people are engaging in to be exceedingly depressing. And I'm contemplating my part of me is like just done with that community group now, because I don't want to make other people uncomfortable. I don't want to stress them out. I've no desire to stress people out. Like, I'll speak my mind. I'll be me, you know, unashamedly me, which is what I think, you know, everybody should be. Is like, be you, you know. People will let you know if they don't like you being you. Trust me. But like, people like me, you know. And that's not like a fucking dickhead arrogant thing to say or whatever. It's not like a fucking narcissistic weird thing to be like, to pay attention to your life and your daily interactions and to just notice that when I'm being me, people laugh. People agree with many of the things that I have to say. People find what I find interesting, they find it interesting too. These are the conversations I like having. These are the forms of communication I like engaging in. And you just get losers. You just get these fucking coward loser fuckheads who have, for whatever reason, chosen to engage in the nonsense. And they are in the places that they are in, and they hold authority in those places, which is just fucking hilarious to me. They wouldn't know the first fucking thing about, you know, doing anything meaningful. I'm contemplating it the past few days. I'm contemplating just being like, all right, never going there again. Because what purpose does it serve other than to like antagonize them and depress the fuck out of me? You know? I'm really getting into that whole, like, you know, where are you putting your energy kind of situation. Past week or so, I'm definitely reassessing that shit. Or I'm like, where am I putting my energy? Why am I putting my energy there? Is it a good thing that I'm putting my energy there? Is my energy being wasted? Which is the last thing you want. You don't want your energy being wasted. You only got so much of it, like. Like, I don't need that place. I don't need those people. I've made money doing what I do. Like, you know, it's like I said a few moments ago. Like, I keep getting. Last few years, I've allowed myself to be distracted by what I think other people need and want, and because I have a relationship with those people, or I feel obligated, I'm like, okay, well, maybe I should do that so that like it makes them feel better, or like it alleviates their stress or whatever. And now I'm doing the same thing. Now I'm like debating whether or not to go back to that place at all. because like I don't want to cause other people stress, and I also don't want to deal with causing people stress. Like if somebody turns around to me and is like, well, I find what you're saying very offensive. I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, okay, well, one, I don't care, and two, it's not my problem, it's your problem, and three, like the fact that you are voicing these opinions in this manner, as far as I'm concerned, just makes you like exceedingly pathetic and weak, to the point where I think you should be like flogged with some sort of stick in public, naked. You know, you should be traumatized for being so like such a piece of shit, like, you know. Used to sneak nips of vodka into my movies and put them into my soda. Oh, excuse me. Also, it was advised to wear clothes with plenty of pockets to sneak your outside snacks in. Yeah, they started checking people's bags when they were going into the cinema and all, because they, you can't eat that in here. Only things purchased on the premises can be consumed on the premises. You know, like how funny is that when you start like people aren't buying the cinema food? Why? Because it's too expensive. Okay, well, make it and make it a rule that any food that they that they consume while watching the movie or in the cinema has to be food that they bought like there, or we'll kick them out. Like it's just like Microsoft. It's just like everything. Like, you know, do you know what we should really do right now? We need more gay, fat, ugly, wheelchair-bound superheroes. That's what we fucking need. You know, that'll really get the kids excited to go to the cinema on a Saturday. Like, like some morbidly obese, ugly as fuck, wheelchair-bound, psychic fuckhead. like, like, do you know what people really wanted the next Call of Duty? Like, fucking woke shit. Like, you know, the same people who like love just like shooting fuckers in the face. Like, I want a really realistic action blockbuster representation of like the Crimean War. Oh, and I'll get totally thrown out of the experience. It won't be, you know, what's the term? It won't be like it won't be immersive if there isn't a fucking like a gay black Jew fat fucking disabled retard somewhere involved. Like, one of the main characters has to be literally lame and gay. Not lame as in like, oh, that's lame, that sucks. Like lame as in lame, like a horse lame, like, you know, broken leg, limping lame kind of. Everything is limp and fucking gay. Oh man, you know, like, where could you go wrong? Like, I suppose it's like I'm definitely suffering from a form of fatigue. The past year, I'm just fatigued. I'm just exhausted. Like, you know what I mean? Because like I can't even remember the last time I got like really angry, which is a big thing for me. Like, do you know what I mean? As somebody who used to like punch holes in walls and smash things and all, like, it's been a while since I got like proper like bloodlust fury fucking like, I'm gonna kill them all, like, fuck this shit, like, which is one of those reasons why, like, you know, like it's all kind of connected. Like the last year or so I've like just really calmed down, and I'm like holding more of my own energy, and like I feel good, and like but then it changes. It's like, because I feel good, and because I'm like happy and joyful, and because people around me are happy and joyful, and because I'm saying stuff and people are agreeing with it and shit and all, like, You forget that those other people exist and that the system is still totally psychopathic and broken and shit and all, like, and then some stupid bitch sits in front of you and goes like, oh yeah, your speech has been flagged as offensive, like in a sane world, like that shouldn't be even a concept, like, do you know what I mean? Like, your speech has been flagged as offensive. I don't give a flying fuck. You people are retarded. This whole system is retarded. It's completely counterproductive. It's inhuman. You people are mentally ill. It's sick. It's sick and it's wrong. And loads of us know it. And it's the same with COVID. It's the same with everything before it. Like, it's fucking sick and it's wrong. You people will pay for this. Like, it's not down to me. It's not for me to judge. I don't, like, depending on the context, obviously. Like, if it's something to do with me and my kin, it's like, no, I'm not going to let that happen. And that's what I've struggled with. I've struggled with, like, this is wrong. This shouldn't be. But it's like, it's the public. It's got, in a sense, it's got nothing to do with me. It's not, it's not mine. I don't own it. I'm just in it. In the world, but not of it. It's basically the public realm, You're in the public, but you're not of the public. You're of the private. You are a private individual. So when you're in public, you need that public persona and all, like. But everyone wants everyone's public persona to be pretty much what their private persona is, because otherwise what happens is you get to know someone and then you experience what their private persona is like. And if there's a disparity there, the logical conclusion is like, am I being deceived? Is this person a liar? Is this person a fake? It's fascinating. It's fascinating, but it's also like maddening. Like, I still get those days where, like, I just don't like, I'm fatigued. Like I said, I get those days where I just don't feel like I have the mental capacity to explain to retards why they're retards, and explain to people, why they should probably be, depending on how bad it is, like, they should have the shit kicked out of them, their teeth pulled out of their head and spat in their face, or they should be, like, hung, drawn, and quartered in public. And, like, they'd look at somebody like me and be like, you're a psychopath. It's like, well, you're the one, allowing your child to think it's the opposite sex. You're the one enforcing rules that are, like, utterly nonsensical. You're the one, like, it's like, judge them by their behavior, don't judge them by what they claim, I'm an attack helicopter penguin, polymath fuckhead. Like, they can say whatever, but it's what they do. And what they do and what they have done is systematically ruined everything in society, to the point where many of us are, like, totally apathetic and, what's the word, despondent? I'm not really sure if that's the right, despondent, dispossessed, like, religious apathy is probably the best one. So many of us are just fatigued now, just waiting essentially for, like, stuff to get so bad that it either collapses or, like, changes and the pendulum swings the other way. And the pendulum is swinging the other way in a weird sense. More and more people are like, fuck it, I'm racist, I don't care. More and more people are even turning around and being like, at this stage, if you're not racist, you're a fucking idiot, you're a coward. Like, it's hilarious to me. It's hilarious to me how, like, in a sense, I do pity them, but there's a part of me that, like, wants, maybe not revenge, but, like, the catharsis of watching something justifiably be resolved. Like, it's just like anything else. You see a guy in public steal a woman's handbag, and you look around and nobody does anything, there's a part of you that is like, fuck, do I have to, like, you know, do I have to run this fucker down? And typically, just as you're like, shit, like, I'm out of range, I'm not going to catch up with that fucker. That woman's purse just got robbed and nobody did anything. What the fuck? Oh, somebody got him. Cool. Like, you know, like, typically that happens. But, like, more and more now, people are not doing that. But they're saying more. Which is why I think it's quickly going to get to a point where, like, people are going to do more. I.e., like, start just kicking the shit out of people or killing each other. You know? We're in a weird time right now. Myself, like, individually, I'm in a weird time the past, like, year. And the past week, I feel like I'm, like, moving through, like, a new phase of, like, well, maybe this then. I don't know. Like, I like doing stuff with the community, you know, like, and I like meeting new people and making friends and shit and all. But when you come across these disgusting skinwalker fuckheads, like, I don't even know how to describe them now. Like, you know, just like possessed. They're possessed by the mind virus, the woke horde. They're possessed. Programmed. They're sick. I'm trying to see them in ways that don't, like, dehumanize them. Like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to see them in ways of, like, if I ever had any power, that I wouldn't be like, all right, just kill them all. You know? I'm trying to, like, and that's probably, like, you know, it's funny, it's probably what the Germans did, like, you know. Work will set you free, like, you know, and then they just wouldn't. You can't make somebody do something. And the more you try and make somebody do something, the less they want to do it. You just have to show them a better way. And those who want to engage in it will choose to engage in it. I'm really, like, I'm struggling with overcoming grief. I'm grieving the lost souls, I think, is what, like, subconsciously, like, in a psychotherapy sense or some, like, in a psychological sense, I think that's what's happening to me the past year. Is I'm, like, processing the result of my savior complex, where, like, I'm almost, like, autistically stubborn when it comes to these public interactions, where I'm like, no, you know, that's not happening, not around me anyway. Like, I'm not complying with that. Fuck you, I'll say this, like, blah blah, like. And it's not even that it's like I feel duty bound or obligated. It's like, it's just wrong. This stuff is just so fucking wrong. Like, you know, like, I don't feel duty bound or obligated in an ideological sense. It's instinctual. It's like if somebody tried to, like, you know, rob me or something, like, I would just viciously maul them or, like, run. Do you know what I mean? Depending on the scenario, you'd just be like, "What? That's not happening." You just run, or you'd, like, just go into full primal feral mode and just be like, "Right, this guy has to die." Like, and that's the position that they're putting everyone in, you know. Comply or see yourself, comply or die publicly, you know. That's what they've done to everyone. That's what they did to Owen. That's what they're still doing to people. Not so much now, because it's like, you know, Jake Shields is on fucking YouTube and shit. Like, so it's like, it's interesting. We live in an interesting fluctuation period right now where, like Owen called it, what? How many years ago, when he was like, it's going to become, like, mainstream. No, it's going to be normalized to, like, hate on Jews. And you're starting to see that now. You're starting to see it. The Epstein files, Everyone's like, oh, so all the conspiracy theories are true and all this shit. Like, and the young people, you know, the young up and coming people, they have no time for any of this woke nonsense. They're like, you know, they're based as fuck. So like things are changing. But so much damage has been done. So much like so many things have been done that people have kind of just gotten away with. Publicly anyway. You know, like obviously like on a level people like nobody really gets away with anything because everybody dies. And then like you don't know what happens then. But like I think a part of my soul, and I'm more than likely definitely not the only one, a part of my ego, maybe a part of my soul, part of my consciousness, is fairly desperate at this stage for a sense of like public catharsis, you know, where like just someone who was like the encapsulation of the woke mind virus just getting annihilated through their own behavior, you know, kind of like Clayton out of the Tarzan movie, where like he cuts all the vines away to get to Tarzan but ends up hanging himself, and Tarzan is like, dude, don't do it, you know. Like I part of me really needs that to happen, where like similar to like a 9/11 event, everybody sees this thing on the telly roughly at the same moment, where there's just this like catalyzing event of like, this is where this goes, this is where this behavior leads to, you know. And I suppose you could argue that like that happens like all the time, that happens every day, and like nobody cares, you know. I think I'm grieving, maybe I'm just grieving the mainstream. Maybe I'm grieving the idea that we could all like, for the most part, just get along and have fun. Now we're all compartmentalized. Now we're all like separated, which is probably what they want, you know, if there is a they. But like, there's so many groups, there's so many cliques, there's so many offshoots, you know, because the mainstream became corrupted. Everybody started making their own side stream, you know, which is not a bad thing. I suppose that means there'll just be a period of time where like there's all these worlds to go in between, all these like side streams that you might not even ever know about and stuff, and which I think is cool, you know, kind of a niche hipster vibe. And then they'll all converge back into a mainstream eventually. Like people need each other. People like each other. Like, you know, we're social creatures. Even like kind of like hermit-esque weirdo lunatics like me. I like being around people, you know. We need each other. And that's maybe that's why I'm like so kind of like up and down and depressed, and one minute I'm full of, you know, fervor and virility, and like I'm just like, yeah, bring it, demons, you know, and then the next minute I'm like, fuck me, I'm sick of this. Like, it's like I'm just fatigued, worn out. Part of me feels that if I just focus on me and mine and where I'm going, is it FOMO? I'm like, I have a fear of like missing out in the mainstream, even though it's totally fucked, which is weird, you know. I don't know. It's a very it was like a soft rant. I think I needed to ease back into painting after having a week off. It's like, like, I felt like that a lot lately. I have felt like that where I'm like shooting star. Oh god, like sudden burst of energy and creation. Oh, I'm exhausted. Like, I'm binging on like I'm binging my chi. Like, some people fear authenticity because they think authentic people will reveal their disguises. Yeah, like when you fucking pull the fridge out of the way and all the fucking cockroaches like scurry away and shit. Like, we do need forced labor. I'm all for that. Society has taken sloth to a new level. Yeah, like convenience, like sloth was like sold as convenience. It is fascinating to me how you can boil it all down to like individual sin, and then the aggregate of individual sin then leads to what we're dealing with. What we're dealing with is the accumulation of individual sin, which does give you a lot of like, that grants you a lot of peace mentally and spiritually, because it's like, all right, well, literally the only thing I can do then to make any difference whatsoever is to just be the best person that I can be for myself and the people in my like immediate vicinity. And that's what I try to do. That's what I've been trying to do for like 7 odd years now, is just like get up, be productive, have a positive outlook, try and stay healthy, be more disciplined, all these things. And it's I suppose it's just demoralizing, disappointing, and upsetting to be this far down the line consciously with certain things, and then like have to deal with that. Oh, your community has been your language has been flagged, your speech has been flagged. Like, what does that even mean? Like, it's like, what? So I'm a risk, I'm a bad person. It's like, you can't say those things here. Why not? Somebody's feelings might get hurt. I thought we were adults. Like, like the first thing that comes to my mind now, like since that interaction like 2 weeks ago, I'm kind of overwhelmed by how disgusted I am. Like, it's a feeling in my gut where I'm like, these people are sick and they need to be dealt with. It's it's a very like, and it's probably because I've had such a good experience overall. There has been a few moments where I'm sitting talking to one of these fucking disgusting, wretched things that claim to be human beings, and I'm like, I'm trying in the moment, like trying to process, like, okay, can we not come to an agreement? Can we not come to an understanding? Do you not agree with my logic? Like, do you not agree that this and this are like, and they don't. They're just programmed to be the opposite of logic, reason, critical thinking, the things that led to like amazing civilizations past. And now everyone's just like, well, not everyone, but like now that side of the argument is all like, oh, colonizer, imperialist, and all this shit. Like, well, those colonizers and imperialists gave you sewage systems. You know, like I'm struggling with that now. Of like, do I even bother going back? You know, part of me just wants to ghost the place now. I'm just like, nah, fuck you guys. I don't need this shit. Like, because now I'm just gonna constantly have like an uneasy feeling in there. Like, you know, oh, watch what you say. Like, like these people have authority over you. You know, like the whole concept of like we have rules here based on nonsense. Like it's like it makes me sick to my stomach, and I'm trying to deal with that. You know, on the one hand, you have like these really beautiful experiences with people coming together and creating things and enjoying creating together and talking about things and actually creating a sense of community, and it's just ruined by disgusting creatures. And I know, like, oh, don't dehumanize. Like, when you dehumanize, like, it just makes it easier to, like, you know, become like a new Pol Pot or Hitler and like kill them all and shit. It's like, I mean, like the phrase said, I mean, like, behave like an animal, get treated like an animal. Like, does a human being who behaves as if they are inhuman deserve to be treated like a human? You know, like, I don't know, maybe I need to read more of Jesus's Gospels or some shit. Like, but the whole idea of repentance, you know, and like giving people the second chance or something like that, like, or being born again and all these things, like aren't people like that just mostly a liability? You know, oh, I'm sorry, you know, I'm done with my wicked ways. I was enraptured by the woke mind virus and the clout that it gave me, or any of these things. Like, you know, I no longer have a victim mentality. I no longer, you know, seek social validation through fucking virtue signaling and stuff like this. Like, you know, I'm like, just be like, I just look at people like that like a fucking liability. Like, I'd be like, I can't like trust you. And while I'm trying to allow you to potentially earn my trust, I have to watch you closely. You know? Like, they really are faggots. They really are a burden, you know? A bundle of sticks, a burden. Oh, don't be a faggot. Like, to me, it's like, don't be gay. Oh, don't be a Jew. Like, these things weren't homophobic or racist. These things were admonishments of people's behavior. Don't be sly. Don't be deceptive. Don't be greedy. Don't be weak. Don't be perverse. Don't be, you know, degenerate. That's what those things were. It's like, oh, you're being such a nigger. What, like a thief? Like, well, nigger just means black. But then how is it offensive then? It's a derogatory slur. What does it even mean, though? Like, if kike just means circle, like, it's like, it's not like nigger means fetid pile of creature waste. Do you know what I mean? Like, Owen makes a great point with that thing. It's like, what's more offensive, the word nigger or the word necrophilia? Like, one describes a black person behaving in a manner unbecoming, you know? Well, that's just what they used to call all blacks. Did they, though? Or is that just the propaganda we've been fed? Like, we've all seen all those movies where the Nazis are the bad guys, and we've all seen all those movies where all the cowboys are like, stupid nigger. You know, I ain't gonna be dealing with no niggers. Like, it's like, That's the only reason, like literally the only reason why all these people think this stuff is because we all got brought up with it. And then you quickly realize that all avenues of data consumption are now like immediately tainted. Like if you're not insanely skeptical about everything you fucking hear now, you're fucking retarded. Like you're doing yourself an injustice by just accepting things to be true, because it's blatantly obvious that loads of people are lying about loads of shit. I'm really struggling with this lately. Like, I'm in a good mood. I'm hopeful. I'm like, working out again, putting weight back on again. I'm like grateful for what I have, what I can do. But like, there's just something deep. Like, there's like, I fucking hate them, and I try not to. I try not to like hate anything, and I'm trying to deal with that now. Like, I fucking hate them. I think they're absolute cunts. Like, I think they deserve horror because of everything that they've destroyed, and they're like dogmatic, mentally ill, fucking, adherence. And I know, like, you can make the argument that I'm the same, because I'm like, no, this is wrong. And then when you turn around and you're like, yeah, but I'm right though. People would be like, oh, such arrogance. How do you know you're right though? It's like, because of this, like, this is a fan and it's purple. I'm playing by the rules. Do you know what I mean? That's how I know that I'm right. I'm playing by the rules. This is this. This is that. This does this. This does that. All right. Based on those patterns and based on those rules, these people deserve no power, authority, place in society. They should all just be stripped of everything and just put in a pen. Do you know what I mean? And the ones that like show some fucking room to grow or willingness to grow or whatever like that should be very carefully monitored as they reintegrate into society. Like I'd fuck them all in a pit. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, kidnap the women and children first. I'm struggling with it, and I'm sorry if it's like depressing to like hear me like bitch about it and stuff. But it's like it's been on my mind like a lot the last year or so, and now even more so the past like few weeks, where it's granted me like pause. Do you know what I mean? Where I'm like, is this like part of me has contemplated just getting a job, like giving up on all of this in a sense, and just going around and getting a job and just stopping. I'm just fading into the mire of like the public, and just being one of them. Because that's what I see. Like, it's like all these people who just like most people now are doing the same thing that the Nazis apparently did. Like, it's like, you committed atrocities because you're a Nazi. Well, I was just doing my job. I was just following orders. Like, you know what I mean? It's like most people are the same now. Most people like, oh well, I have bills to pay. Like, I have a job to do and all. Like, but like literally everything that most people are doing is only making the situation worse. There's like a small subcategory of society that's decided to be like, oh shit, I should really like take some responsibility and accountability and start doing things myself. and like being introspective and like, you know, what am I doing on a personal level that could like blah 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 blah. Like it's like fuck all people are doing that. Like there are people doing it. The pendulum is swinging. But like I think maybe I'm so pissed off and upset because like I know that I'm right and I'm just waiting for the outcome. You know? I know I'm right. I know that like there will come up, like there already has come a point where like, you know, crime's going up, violent crime's going up, you know, the suicide and rape and all are going up. Like to me, it's like there's gonna come a point where like shit just gets like completely boiled over and people start killing each other. And part of me just wants to sit there with some popcorn and watch and laugh. Like, look at these fuckheads. Like, what did you think was going to happen? Like, you know? And, like, what does that make me evil? I don't know. Like, trying to be a hero in even the small areas of my life. It really does. Like, a lot of the time, it just makes people hate you. And then when somebody hates me, I just want them dead. You know? Especially when the reason they hate me is because I was doing something good. You know? Oh, look at you. You think you're better. I am better than you. You know? I'm not better than everyone. I'm not better than fucking, you know, pick someone. Fucking like... But, like, there are contexts and situations where you could be like, no, I am better than you. Like, what? You can't turn around in a competition with carpentry. You know, like, right, everybody make a wizard staff. Like, you know, somebody, if it's a competition, somebody's going to win. And whoever wins is better than you. Like, that's what it means. You know? If I paint a dragon and you paint a dragon and your one looks like some kind of fucked up worm, and mine looks like a dragon, I'm better than you at that thing. And it's that thing of like, you know, like, oh, you think you're better than me. That's not really what it is, though, is it? It's like them being like, how dare you be better than me? It's like that communism shit, like, do you know what I mean? Everybody just needs to be the same so that nobody gets, like, offended or, like, nothing, so nothing happens. If everything is the same, nothing's going to happen. It's so fucked up, like. Yeah, really struggling with that a lot lately. Fucking, like, my mental capacity is exhausted. Because like stupidity is like ubiquitous. I love that word. It's like a general who's always telling people to shut up. Ubiquitous. That was a really bad one. I think I saw in the Philippines or somewhere around there, they are bringing back public canings. Shout out to the places that never got rid of it, you know? You know, fucking, welcome to Saudi Arabia, caning people since 1200. Like, I don't know. I'm like 40 minutes over now. Fuck it, I'll be back tomorrow, same time. Should be, anyway. I'll let you know on the Telegram if I'm going to be late or early or not gooing or any of these things. Right, you know the drill. Pay for painting you or you don't have any honor. Filthy mortal scum. I'll try and I'll try my best to keep my depressing thoughts at bay for the remainder of this year. I've noticed a pattern in myself the past while, and like I don't like, yeah, the paintings have been cool, the music has been, I know like things have shifted, like, do you know what I mean? But like if I was to criticize myself lately, I've been in a poor mood. I'm being a bit pessimistic and like, you know, bit of a bummer, like, and I don't want to be like this, you know. I have a rage in me that I need to get out, or a sadness that I need to um, process, and that's completely like, you know, on me. I don't want the Painting Goose dreams to suffer because like I just need to bitch about how lame and gay everything is all the time. So I'm gonna try and make like a conscious effort this for the remainder of the year to just be like whimsical and not give a fuck. And I'm sorry if I've kind of brought the mood down a few times, because I'm pretty sure I have. But it is what it is. It's like what Owen says. It's like if you're going to be real, then like you can't be. Like I find that difficult to do as well. Like it's usually written all over my face when I'm in a bad mood. Like, you know, I find it difficult to. I find it incredibly difficult to not be authentic. Which is probably why I'm so like fucked up about this thing with the community place now, where I'm just like, there's a large part of me that just wants to just be like, yeah, I'm not going to come back here anymore. It's like those scumbags will just like, they just parrot all the protocol nonsense, and then like, you know, I'm sorry, but like somebody could get offended. It's like whatever. Like it's fucking, ugh, it makes me sick. It actually induces a feeling in my gut where like it's similar to vomiting, which is funny because like I don't think I've ever experienced something like that where like somebody could just say something to me and like, it actually makes me like physically ill. Where I'm just like, oh my god, like I just want to puke all over you right now, like, and tell you, and then throw you a hanky and tell you to wipe yourself off because you fucking deserve it. Like, they make me sick. I fucking hate them, and that's not good. I need to get that out of me. Oh fuck. All right, I'm leaving now. Sayonara. I'll be back tomorrow. God bless.